96 overall Power Up Pass is one of the level up rewards for Series 5. There's a bunch of good options to consider, so let's jump into it and check some out. What's good, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Rob, aka Roboto. So this video is straight and forward, plain and simple. 96 overall Power Up Pass. It's one of your level rewards for Series 5. We'll jump into that, see how you get it, and also see what the best options are. But before we jump into all that, I just want to let you know, if you are new here, I appreciate you for stopping by. If you'd be so kind as to hit the subscribe button down below, notification bell right next to it, you get notified anytime I'm live with brand new content. Also, if you like this video, if you like this content, if you like anything you see in this channel, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Like the video, it supports me and this channel so very much. And in the comment section down below, let me know who you are thinking about or who you are using your 96 overall Power Up Pass on. Let's jump into the game. All right, so if you are starting fresh here with Series 5, long story short, we went over it in detail in a previous video yesterday, but I will show you guys where you get the 96 overall Power Up Pass. If you go right here to MUT dedication, go to your MUT level, and as you see right here at level, if I scroll down here, hold on one second. As you see right here, right above my head, level 83 right there, you get the 96 overall Power Up Pass. My dumb self thought we would get another 95 and then a 96 at the end, but in fact, we were getting level 96. And then at the end, when you get to level 90, you're gonna get a level 97 overall Power Up Pass. So 97 overall Power Up Pass, we will go over that in a separate video, but I did want to show you guys that that's how you get the Power Up Pass for 96 overall. And as you see right here, level 90, same deal. I need 5 more levels to get up there. I'll be able to get up there probably by tomorrow. 97 overall Power Pass right there. Okay, so that's one way to get it. The other way to get it too is the daily engagement. Now, I don't know how close some of you are, but for me, I'm 14 days away from a 96 overall Power Up Pass right here, as you can see on the dailies. And then I'm also about 46 days away right here to get a 97. This was also the other reason why I thought we weren't going to get 97 overall Power Up Pass, because this one's so far away, but you know, I'm not always right, so that's fine. So that's how you get the Power Up Pass. Let's jump into the list and go over some names to keep in mind for the 96 overall Power Up Pass. All right, so we are checking good old Rusty Trusty Mudhead right here. And as you can see, the 96s are in the game right now that you can pick from include Terry McLaurin, Byron Jones, Nick Chubb, and the list goes on. We'll go over some of the best options, and I'll also go over a nice little list of all the options that I think you might want to consider. But before we jump into who to pick, what to pick, how to pick, so a couple things to keep in mind with this. Number one, I'm going based on straight up ratings, right? I'm not going based on what's better for your theme team, who you like on your theme team boost. I don't care, honestly, because everybody gets theme team boost for all their players in particular. It doesn't matter to me. All I'm looking at here is their base stats, how they look, and what they're going to be in their 96 in the power up, right? The other thing I'm going to touch on too in this is cards probably that have a nicer price or higher priced that might be more valuable. That might be a good card to replace. Also, another thing too, we're going to talk about legends and how important that all is. And the final thing to keep in mind too with the 96s here, there could be more 96s that get added to the game, right? Same thing with 97s. I'm sure a lot more 97s will be added to the game. I'm sure a lot more 96s are going to get added to the game. So keep in mind that while some guys might not be on the list here, there are a lot of names coming forward, right? We got more QBs to come, more running backs, more wide receivers, all that good stuff. So this list right here isn't the final list. There could be more names to be added in the future. So we're jumping in here to Mudhead, and the first name I'm going to talk about is Scary Terry McLaurin right here. So Scary Terry McLaurin, his other option here is obviously the 96 overall limited card, but Scary Terry is one of the better wide receivers in the game. If you check his stats out, 96 speed for him, 94 catching. You also have 95 spec catch, 94 deep route running. So Scary Terry, really, really good. Obviously, Washington theme teams will get a boost with him, but he's a great card without the theme team boost right there. So Scary Terry, probably the best option here overall. As we go down here, another good receiver option is Strahan Diggs. Team of the year wide receiver Strahan Diggs. He's going to come in at 94 speed stock, 94 meter route running, 95 deep route running, catching 94, spec 96. But he does get playmaker on his card here as the route runner archetype, so he's a really good option. Scary Terry is a deep threat option, so just keep that in mind for the two guys. Different abilities, things like that. Another good card here is L'Jarius Sneed. L'Jarius Sneed, man-to-man cornerback archetype there, so keep that in mind if you want to do stuff like mid-zone, deep zone KO, things of that nature. But 95 speed, 95 man, 94 zone, 94 press. Wow, 85 hit power is not the best, but it's okay. I like that. I'm not mad at it. this card is pretty damn solid, right? You're gonna power him up, you're gonna put some things like shaker or sprinter or lockdown on defensive end there for him. So L'Jarius Sneed, very, very good option. Also has the Redux and limited edition card, obviously. So this card is almost like 500K. So I think maybe EA did something with the odds on Reduxes here for some of these guys and made them kind of insane. So you might be forced to use the power pass on him if you really want a good corner. Another good guy to consider, not Diggs, we already touched on him, but Darren Waller here, tight end, team of the year tight end, probably the best tight end in the game, arguably. You could convince me otherwise, but Darren Waller here. Now the price isn't where you want it to be, right? 230, 240. Same thing with Stephon Diggs. A lot of these team of the year guys are super cheap right now because they're in that reroll there for some, I think it's like 46,000 training. So you can get those guys relatively cheap on the market, but point being though, Darren Waller is a pretty damn good card, right? 92 speed on the tight end there, 94 medium route running, 97 catch, 96 spec catch. This guy is arguably my best player on my team. He's really nasty. He's just insanely good. So Darren Waller there, 96 overall tight end. We're going over back to the defensive side of the ball and the safety secondaries here. And we're going to talk about Justin Reed. Low-key kind of underrated Justin Reed here, 96 overall, series redux for him. Another zone type arc safety there. So deep zone KO is pretty solid on there. 6'1" though, he's tall. He's not the shortest, but 95 speed, 92 man, 96 zone. That can easily be chemmed up to where you want it to be there on the coverages. 88 hit power, it ain't too bad at all either. So this is a good safety option there, Justin Reed. Another corner and one of the better corners in the game, arguably one of the best corners, if not the best corner in the game still. Dion Sanders, 96 overall, his the 50 card here. It's going for about 450, 500K on either console. Let's say 475, split the difference there. Man-to-man archetype there for him, but 96 speed, 97 man, 95 zone. Just disgusting. The press isn't something you really want to do too much there with him. His hit power isn't great, but you know, you put him in coverage there, he's going to come down with a couple interceptions. He's going to make some plays. You're going to put one step ahead on him. Dion is my CB1 and has been for almost 2 months now, I think, a month and a half, something like that. So Dion is nasty, man. Dion's very, very nasty. Another corner, you see a trend here, a lot of these corners here, because there's some good wide receivers, but a lot of the corners here, another one here, Byron Jones, a zone cornerback here. His price, let's say about 450 on both the markets there. 94 speed on him though, 93 man, 96 zone, 96 press. Very, very good cornerback card with a pretty good solid archetype there in zone. You're going to see a lot of corners either be zone or man-to-man archetypes. So it's up to you how you play and how you like it. But for me personally, I don't mind Byron Jones here at all. Lawrence Taylor here on the defensive line, outside linebacker, however you want to play him. But 96 overall, the 50 card, it's going for about 400K between the two consoles there. 92 speed for him, 91 block shot, 94 pursuit, 92 hit power. Wow, 95 power move, 92 finesse move. He's one of my better defensive players. He's always getting to the quarterback. He's making plays. He can also drop back in coverage too, which I really like for some of my defensive guys, especially when some of you are out there cheesing with your running backs and tight ends. Don't worry, we got the speed to keep up with you at the very least, right? Between LT, between Harry Carson, there's a lot of good guys that I put on the D line that can both attack the quarterback and drop back in coverage if needed. So LT right here, a very good option for sure. Now this one's pretty interesting. It's Bo Jackson, and the reason why it's pretty interesting is because he does have that training bypass. So at the end of the day here for Bo, it's going to be down to up to you and what you want to do with that 96 overall spot, right? Do you want to put the power up pass there, or do you want to spend the training? In this case, I'm going to talk about putting the power up pass on him because why not? You can keep the training, do other things like reroll, for example, right? So 95 bow here, or 95 speed on the 96 bow, excuse me, with 96 agility or 96 acceleration, 94 agility, excuse me, 95 trucking, 94 cod, 94 juke move, 93 carrying. All of his major stats are really good. That spin move's a little low. Stiff arm's a little bit lower than you like there on Bo, especially being a power back archetype, but still, Bo Jackson, really nasty, and still one of the better backs in the game, if not the best back in the game. He's up there. He's in conversation for sure. So next up there, we're going to talk about another tight end, and a Legends tight end in particular. And I know I was going to talk about Legends earlier and the difference between the 96 and the 97 and the Redux and the blah, 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 blah. Here's the deal with Legends, right? When it comes down to the 96s, 97s, the card that goes into the power up is going to be either the Redux or the lower overall card. So in this case, your Michael Finley has a 96 and a 97, right? So you're going to put the 96 in there. It works just as if you use the 97 card as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. You don't need to have the 97 to get him up to a 97. It's just when you put the power up in, it's going to be the same thing. It's the same value. Okay, long story short. So Jermichael Finley here, another good tight end. 91 speed on Finley, 94 catch, 96 spec catch. Medium route running's at 95, deep route running's at 94, and then his run blocking here is about 72 there, so it's not too bad there for the tight end Finley. He's going for about 240 between the two consoles, 235 there, so he's not the most expensive, but you know, could save you a couple pennies there for Finley. Next up here is going to be a receiver that I think is vastly underrated. I think a lot of people like really disrespect Jerry Rice, right? A lot of people really like the speed on a bunch of guys. I get it. 93 speed's not what you want there, stock. But chemmed up properly with the right chems on him, whether that's sprinter, whether that's a theme team chem, and I know theme team chems, you told me not to talk about it earlier, Rob. I know, but still, Jerry Rice deserves a little bit of respect here. He's really good for me. I put him as my slot receiver. He's making plays for me. He's catching everything. His 95 catch right there, 94 spec catch. Short, medium, and deep route running all above 94. So I really like Jerry Rice personally, so I have to give him a shout out here, but I understand if he's a little bit too slow for your liking, especially when you got a guy like Scary Terry out there, right? Or a guy like Randy Moss right here. Case in point, another good receiver, 96 overall from the 50, 95 speed on Moss, 95 catching. He's arguably still my best wide receiver, 95 deep route running on Moss as well. This guy's insane. He's always making catches. He's jumping up and grabbing everything. So Randy Moss right here, very, very warranted if you want to use your power up pass for him. He's going for about 360, let's say 350 on each console. So Randy Moss, man, 6'4", 210, you can't beat that with a stick. But one guy that has been giving me fits, just like fits and like headaches, and just like, I just don't understand why. Rod Woodson, this card is good. I don't get it. He's about 350 between the two consoles. I don't understand why he's so good. He kicks my butt all the time. I don't know, but 94 speed, 95 man, 94 zone, 93 press, 87 hit power is not too bad either on a corner there. So Rod Woodson is good. He just plays well against me, so I have to give him a shout out there. Another good cornerback that plays well is Troy Vincent. Now, this is his 96 here. You should be able to put the power up pass in this as well. Just same deal with the, if not, use the 95 power up pass and so on. But Troy Vincent, another corner I had to give a shout out to. Zone type arc here for him. 94 speed here, 92 man, 95 zone, 92 press with 91 pursuit. So Troy Vincent there definitely deserves a shout out. He's one of the better cards in the game at the cornerback position. Jamal Adams here, strong safety, team of the year, another dude for the team of the year program. He's going for about 250 on each console combined there for him. 94 speed though, 93 man, 96 zone, 97 hit power. He's really good. Obviously in the box, he's going to be a beast in the box if you're playing with him at sub linebacker. So Jamal Adams, one of the better cards in the game overall. Barry Sanders here. Now, training bypass for the 93. Do you want to use the power up pass as well for the 96? Maybe. Barry Sanders ain't bad here though. 5'8", 203, so he's a little bit smaller. I know people are saying they're kind of, you know, making some big contact on him and he's kind of fumbling. So up to you if you want to use it on him, but Barry Sanders still one of the best backs in the game. 94 speed, 97 COD, 94 ball carrier vision, 94 break tackle, 94 juke, 94 spin. So all the major kind of moves for Barry Sanders there are pretty high level. So I really like Barry there. Another guy to talk about here at the tight end position, another tight end, a bunch of good tight ends here at 96 overall. Tony Gonzalez. I had him on my team for a couple weeks. Some of you might remember I had Gonzo on there. I pulled him out of a pack when Zero Chill was going on. So I have Gonzo here. 295K, let's say 285 between the two consoles there. So he's not too expensive. 91 speed though, 93 medium route running. He's also going to have 96 catch, sure hands as hell, 94 spec catch. The deep route running is a little bit low, but that's all right. You want to focus medium route running on tight ends. And then he's going to have also 93 break tackle. So the rest of the stats here aren't that great. I mean, Gonzo's not the most nimble, but he's 6'5", 243. So he's a big boy back there, right? Next up, Michael Strahan here. Michael Strahan, my guy Strahan, the gap tooth wonder. I really love this card, mostly at defensive tackle. He's 6'5", 255, so he's huge. And he's gonna come in with 88 speed, 95 block shed, 95 pursuit, 95 tackle, 94 hit power, 96 power move, 90 finesse move. So Strahan there, especially at DT, is really nice. But the guy arguably that has the better edge there over Strahan is Justin Smith. This guy's nasty. 89 speed, 97 block shed with 96 power move. The finesse move's a little low, but this is a defensive tackle. This is a nasty DT. He's also going to be 6'4", 285, so he's not that small there in the middle as well. So Justin Smith, really, really, really nasty. Let's take a look at some of the other 96s, some quick thoughts on a few guys. Nick Chubb's cool, but his speed's a little low at 93 at the running back. You can get better options there. Richard Sherman here, he's really good, but his speed's like 93, so it's a little bit lower than I would have liked, but Sherman, obviously, with the power up pass, chemmed up. He's not a bad option. Dak Prescott, no. Overthrow City with him, Dak, and like Vic and all those guys. So we're skipping those. Jerome Baker, middle linebacker. Deshaun Jackson doesn't have a power up. If you were wondering why he's not on this list, he doesn't have a power up. But Deshaun, if he ever gets a power up, that's an immediate cop right there with 96 speed. Adrian Wilson is solid. He's just not the best. And we have Derwin. You can get Landon Collins out there, plays a lot better. So Adrian Wilson is cool. Not mad at Adrian Wilson if you want to use him for your theme team or whatever the case may be. Tremaine Edmonds, middle linebacker. Linders, a center. Jared Cook's not bad, but 91 speed. You got a couple other tight ends that we showed that are a little bit faster than him, excuse me. But 6'5", no slouch at all. Joe Montana there at 96. There's a couple better quarterback options out there in the world, but if you want to use a quarterback here, Joe Montana's not that bad at all. Rich Gannon here, same deal, 96 Legends card. Hot Rod Master Gunslinger here for him, so he's still arguably one of the better quarterbacks in the game, so you can totally use your power pass for that. Hines Ward here, 93 speed, but 93 deep route running. It's just a little bit slow, but I mean, he's probably, you know, if I have Jerry Rice there, Hines Ward deserves some shout out as well. So I understand that complaint if you think I'm neglecting Ward in favor of Rice, but I pretty much am. So Michael Vick here, another guy, Overthrow City. I'm cool on that. Austin Eckler, there's just a few other better running back options there. Another couple of linebackers here in Baker and Seau, so no. Right down here, Eric Weddle, a very, very, very solid, underrated card, just a little short at 5'11", so maybe a skip there. Sheriff's offensive lineman, so if you need it, go ahead. Abrams, solid, probably a little bit underrated, but he's not the best, but he's all right. Speed's there at 90, it's not bad at all. Asante Samuel, a guy we'll probably go over in the 97 overall power pass video here, but Asante right here at 96, 94 speed, so not that bad there at all for Asante Samuel. Xavier Howard, probably one of the better cornerbacks in the game. I can't believe I didn't actually pick him out individually and talk about him, but Xavier Howard, yes. Xavier Howard, yes, Xavier Howard. I've made a mistake. I've rectified my ways. Xavier Howard, yes. He should be on the list, absolutely, for sure. Frank Clark, a little bit slower for my liking. Mike Evans, 94 speed, 96 deep route running, ain't bad at all. 6'5", okay, maybe I should have excluded Jerry Rice and put Mike Evans in there too. All right, I like Mike Evans. That's also a good option. So shouts to Mike Evans. He's a very good option there at 96 overall. As we progress down here, some of these guys don't have power-ups, are just not worth it, right? McCardle's probably not worth it. Hayward's probably not worth it. DeMario, Bosa, if you want to use it on Bosa, go ahead. Sean Alexander, if you want to use it on him, go ahead, but there's probably better running back options out there right now. Mark Clayton, not bad at all here. 94 speed, 95 deep route running, not bad at all for Clayton there. As we progress down the line here, same deal. Bob Sanders, Dalvin Cook, Bob Sanders there at 96 overall. He's cool, but he's 5'8", he's just a little bit short. Khalil Mack's not a bad option as well, but there's some better pass rushers. We already showed those there. Dalvin Cook, also not a bad option, but 94 speed. And as we progress down here, Russell Wilson is down there, and he's probably the cheapest one, so I wouldn't even venture down there to get Russell Wilson or anything like that. So that's gonna do it for the video. There's a bunch of good options, guys. I mean, I just went through and looked at all the 5 pages, and there's just a lot of them. So you want to check it out, look for yourself, and see which ones are best for you and your team. So that's gonna do it for this video. It's the 96 overall power pass. We'll catch you next time. Peace out.